Everyday Superpower, where we talk body language, relationships, game, everything in between. The way she tests you is important. The fact that she has to test you is important, and just as important is the fact that you can identify her tests and know why she tests you. This is an element of the woman's nature a lot of men get frustrated with, because they learn about the biological nature of the woman in relation to the man, and they feel as if they're always having to prove themselves. They feel as if the woman in her nature is hardwired to break the man down. In a way, I can see where you're coming from. There's a degree of truth to that. But it's from a position of love, as opposed to spite. That woman needs to continuously test your boundaries to ensure that you are safe and secure and the man she needs in her life. Not only that, but you must take it as a compliment. And we're going to go into a lot more detail as opposed to the ambiguity of the nature as to what we're speaking like right now. But her test is a test of love. It's a test of interest. It's an indicator of interest. Now, I think it also showcases where you place in the sexual marketplace in relation to how she perceives you. And I think it's more than perception. I think generally speaking, there is no perception. There is only knowing. She knows where you stand in the sexual marketplace. She has dialed that in within the first few minutes of knowing you, right? Only from there can you maybe bump yourself up a notch or two, or completely flop it and lose her. But some say that it's an indicator of interest when she tests you, and most definitely it is, and that's what we're going to talk about. But there are some girls who value you to such a degree where they barely will test you, in my personal opinion and experience, because they deem you of such value and want something from you to such an extent that the testing is unnecessary, because hey, you could have shit boundaries, but you have what she wants. You have what she needs. So, what do I mean by testing? I mean, she is going to poke out your boundaries. She's going to see if you're needy. She's going to see if you've got resources. She's going to see if you're wanted by other women. She's going to see if you want other women. She's going to look at your success in your dating history. She's going to feel you out, somewhat like a job interview. There definitely is parallels to going for a job interview, as the questioning and the observation of who you really are beneath what you say you are is of the utmost importance to her survival, and her reproductive direction that is the undercurrent of this entire communication. So she's going to say, oh, what did you think of your ex-girlfriend? Such as, what did you think of your last job? Why did it end? Such as your last job. Oh, your ex-girlfriend liked your post the other day, and some men will act defensive in that. Oh, why are you looking? Oh, did she? Even though he knows. And they'll react in all of these manners, which is contrary to the truth. And she will have successfully poked a hole in the honest demeanour he has been portraying up until this point. And she'll be able to find a little bit of wiggle room and open that hole up to a degree where over the years she will break him down. She's found his boundaries, she's found his limitations, she's found what he's willing to lie for, she's found what makes him uncomfortable. Whereas if he was to just be like, yep, I mean, hell, if he didn't know, oh, what did she? Oh, that's funny. What are you looking for? Make it a little bit of a joke. It's you who's in the wrong. What are you obsessing about me for like that? That's quite funny. I'm going to take the piss out of you. Maybe she wants me. Maybe she's giving you a bit of competition. Did you ever think about that? Wind her up. Play with her like a kitten. It's not a means of getting all defensive, right? She's going to say, oh, do you know Johnny is so tall? He's so tall. I love tall men. He's handsome. He's tall. And you're not tall, right? I'm sure you've heard this before. It doesn't matter what height you are. I'm sure you've heard this. They will use a man's physical appearance or talents or traits or resources that you don't have, accentuate it to see where you stand. And this might only happen once or twice in a long while, because given that you react appropriately and showcase that it's irrelevant to you, they won't poke at that anymore, because the security and the foundation you've laid out with such a fantastic response gives them the security they were looking for and need, to the point where they don't need to test for that anymore. And these tests might work under their own conscious awareness. They're not consciously thinking, I'm going to see where he stands on this. They quite simply just bring it up for the sake of maybe annoying you a little bit, maybe seeing how you react, but they don't know about the biological principle that operates below that, which creates a necessity for them to do so. It also allows them to align the marketplace and recalibrate how they should perceive others, because they don't see the world through their own eyes. They see the world through the eyes of others. Okay? It's like marketing. If many people buy my book, then it must be of some quality. If many people have left a 5-star review, it must be of some quality, right? Whether they're fake or not, a lot of people will cast judgment based on the opinions of the masses. It's politics. Okay? So when she says to you, oh, Johnny's so tall, and you react in a defensive manner, and you react emotionally to Johnny being taller than you, even though it's irrelevant, like that's his genetic makeup, I've got mine, who cares? Then she will now perceive not only you as lesser, but Johnny as more, because he's got something you need. And considering she's with you, maybe she should be looking at him because he possesses more than what you have, to a degree where it makes you feel uncomfortable. Tests suck when you first get into them, but as you start to assess them, understand them, and you will start to pass them just understanding yourself as a man and how you should behave as a man, and what naturally will allow you and aid you to get what you want as a man before trying to oppress a woman. You will start to just naturally pass them anyway, because you understand why you should react in such a manner. You understand why your perspective should be one way, and this only comes from listening to particular intelligent speakers and garnering information from lesser known sources, and completely detesting the subversive message that is spread and injected into society via mainstream media, right? There's a reason why they keep you weak and confused and subvert your opinions and think that a girl is a boy and a boy is a girl and left is right and up is down, and you know, don't worry about it. Acting in ways that you don't procreate is completely fine and natural and normal, even though you are biologically placing the noose around your neck and your ancestry that came since the dawn of time from there. Don't worry, that's completely normal and fine. They will tell you these things, and if you speak out against it, you are stuck in the past. The past is right, tradition is right, biological makeup is right, hardwiring is right, primitive behaviors are right, the family unit is right, the nuclear family is right, what a woman wants in a man is right, what a man wants in a woman is right. And if you feel like you can't express what you believe is right because you'll be outcasted societally speaking, more than likely, a lot of the times you might be correct in your assumption. Because when you take the path on and understanding the reality of what man and woman is, you realise that half of this shit would be deemed offensive. I was seeing a girl, and I got on a train and I got engaging with these young people, early 20s I would assume. They all got on. It was a weekend night, they're all drunk, sat beside me, started talking. They say, where are you from? I say, I'm from here. Where you going? I'm going there. Oh yeah, why are you going there at this time? Oh, I'm off to see my missus. She's nice, she looks after me, blah, 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 blah. As to which they reference oh, good, she sounds like a keeper, or blah, blah, blah. And in reference to me saying that this lady looks after me, they reference a Netflix program that was out at the time. Oh, have you seen? And it was about like the red pill and taking influence from Andrew Tate. You know what the program was. I forgot the name of it. Did I watch it? Did I fuck? And it's like, societally, people are told what is right and wrong and hypnotize them into believing consciously that this is the way it is. But the biological wiring remains the same. You can't overwrite that as easy. So there's a transhumanist element to our direction right now, which is going to be an attempt of, creating changes in the depth of what we are, which might be a little more effective. This isn't a channel to talk about that until it makes sense. But even then, when we speak on tests, the woman coming to me and responding to what I believe was good, which there was no negatives to what I say. What's bad about being looked after? You telling me that she shouldn't look after me? Is that right? Is that the world we live in now? That my lady shouldn't look after me? Then why should I look after her? Right? I thought this was a mutual agreement. But she responds with, have you seen this program? And reflects to this nonsense, anti-normative programming. Now imagine if I reacted in an emotional manner or a political manner or a this, that and the third. She's going to think, oh wow, he does depict the man I was projecting onto him by even bringing up this emotionally charged piece of media and social discussion. But the reality of such is no, I don't watch that shit. As to which, yeah, she says, oh, I wouldn't have thought you would. Yeah, I don't own a television. So I stand quite firmly on my beliefs. Now, the fact that you stand on your beliefs, the fact that you're steadfast, the fact that you don't back down from being judged from a group of 20-something-year-old students who none are in loving relationships, that showcases and pedestalizes your position as you not only possess what they want, disregard the fact you are the contrary to what society has told them, but you're not fearful in the face of the crowd. That's the man. On that note, I'm signing out. Click like and subscribe. Peace.